Postgame show live at Hollywood Park Casino.
Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams.
The Rams play here.
Leave it all on the field. 1, 2, 3. Leave it all here.
We get you closer to all that went down right now on the Coors Light Postgame show.
Coors Light.
Keeping Southern California chill all season long.
The Coors Light Postgame show.
Here's Travis Rogers and Kirk Morrison.
27-24 is the final score from SoFi Stadium, where the Rams lose to the 49ers in overtime. But as you just heard, the Rams are still the NFC West champs. They will be the number 4 seed. They will host the Arizona Cardinals next weekend. Still waiting to find out exactly when that game will be. We'll know by the end of the night, Kirk. What do you think about that matchup for the Rams next week against Arizona? They split the 2 games this season. The Cardinals won here at SoFi. The Rams won on the road in Phoenix. What happens next week out here?
I think this is a game that the Rams will feel a lot more comfortable about just because of the way that they played against the Cardinals this season. Now, they didn't play well in that first game, but, that second game was one that they played a lot better. They won the football game Monday night in Arizona. Think about, for a lot of these teams, and think about what the playoffs are. The number 1 seed, obviously, the Green Bay Packers. But you think about the 2 seed right now. Eagles, Buccaneers, the Buccaneers are the 2 seed, and then the Buccaneers are
hosting. Bucks are hosting Philly.
Yeah, Bucks are 2, Philly 7. Not really a common opponent. You know what I mean? Same thing when you look at the Cowboys right now, who are the 3 seed. They'll take on the 49ers. Not necessarily a common opponent. The Rams are going against an opponent they know very well. They know the likes of Cliff Kingsbury, what he wants to do offensively. They know about Kyler Murray. They know how the rush plan is going to be versus Kyler Murray. I like the Rams better in this matchup than I would them going against another team like the Eagles or against the Cowboys or anything like that in the NFC, because they're going against an opponent who they have played well against. They know, kind of similar to how the 49ers play against the Rams. The Rams are similar in how they play against the Cardinals.
The good news is that everybody starts at 0-0 in the playoffs start. Right? Everybody gets a fresh start, for better or for worse. The fact of the matter is, though, Arizona lost 4 of their last 5 games. Right. Arizona was the top seed in the NFC, and we were both looking at each other like, yeah, they're nice, and Kyler Murray's having a nice season, and, they've got some good players to be sure, but, let's just hold on a little bit here. Well, now all of a sudden, 4 out of 5, like I just mentioned, they're coming here, like you said too, Kirk, the familiarity with their opponent. I guess that could cut both ways, but you got to feel pretty good about going up against Arizona. I know that they lost to them the first time they played here earlier in the season, but you got to like that it's at home. You got to like it's a common opponent. A lot of these things point towards a pretty favorable matchup for the Rams.
Yeah, I think you said it all right there. They're playing this game at home against a common opponent.
Deebo Samuel plays for the Niners.
They don't have a Deebo Samuel, and they don't really necessarily have that much of a run game as well. James Conner, I think he's banged up a little bit. Kyler Murray's been banged up. We don't know the status of DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know if he'll be available. J.J. Watt may be, but I think overall the Rams feel comfortable about what they see from the Arizona Cardinals. I think the Rams are more talented than the Arizona Cardinals, and I'll give the Rams the edge that they can go out and win a football game and then have to just go on the road in the divisional round. But if they do go on the road in the divisional round, they're going up against possibly, depending on if there's an upset on those other games, they may have to go to Green Bay. So you can't even think about that ahead of time, but I know that's what I'm doing. But you're hoping that somebody else can pull off an upset. With the Rams being the 4 seed, you just need one of those lower seeds to lose that way. I mean, one of those lower seeds to win a game, and it forces you to go to either Dallas or to you're going to go to Tampa Bay.
Look, there are a million different permutations how this thing can all shake out. Really, the only team in the NFC that when I see them come in, I'm like, uh-oh, are the guys that played today.
Yep.
That's it. The rest of the Packers are a very good team. Tampa is a very good team. Dallas is a good team. Arizona is a good team. You're going to have to play a good team in the playoffs. But the fact of the matter is, San Francisco is the one team that the Rams play where they just don't seem to have any answers. And that changed like that today because that was a game that felt like the Rams had their both hands around it. And then here we are, 27-24, they lose in overtime.
But I think also, too, you saw the Rams I think they took their foot off the gas for a little bit.
Do you think?
They were winning 17-0. They were in full control of this game. And then they take their foot off the gas a little bit. And once they did that, it just felt like the game was not the same. Didn't feel the same. Didn't feel like they were still playing with that same energy. Then you get a couple 3-and-outs. They just didn't have that same swagger that they had in the beginning. Sean McVay's running down, slapping 5 and getting excited about touchdowns down there with Higbee, and then all of a sudden, it wasn't like that in the second half. You know,
No.
Coach wears his emotions on his sleeve. I love it, but if you want to go down and do that, be able to take it when you do lose a football game.
It felt like the Rams kind of had it rolling, right?
Right.
They did, what's the expression? It's in his bag a little bit. All of a sudden, it's 17-0. You're feeling pretty good about it, Townsend. It felt like it was getting to go to them. They go for it on third down with that play. They don't get it. And not just on third down, obviously you're going to go for it, but the play call was just a very peculiar play call. Turning around, all of a sudden, San Francisco has 3 points on the board, and all of the momentum going along with it. This was a really fun game to watch.
It was
the result,
fun.
but it was a very strange game, and it felt like at different points that the Rams had complete control of this game. It felt at other points that San Francisco had complete control of this game. And it ends up with San Francisco winning 27-24. Lots more to get to here on the Coors Light postgame show. You're going to hear from Sean McVay. You're going to hear from Jalen Ramsey. All that's coming up on the Coors Light postgame show on the ESPN LA Rams.
You've heard about it a lot on 710 ESPN the last few months. The 710 Mandy Awards. Sunday, February 6th at the Quiet Cannon in Montebello. It is a celebration of everything 710 ESPN. Of course, the award show has been sold out for a while now, but have you voted yet? Go to 710awards.net. Get your votes in now, and of course, the 710 Mandy Awards, proudly sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. Gather the crew for a full lineup of chicken deliciousness. Visit any Buffalo Wild Wings today and enjoy.
Don't miss the Coors Light postgame show live.
Join us Sunday night at HBC for a Rams postgame party.
Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
We'll see you Sunday night at the Rays Lounge inside Hollywood Park Casino.
Hey, it's Travis and Sliwa. Monday morning, we're all over the Rams game right here on 710 ESPN.
Yeah, we will be, but that's not important. What is important, the best segment in LA radio, it's Ask Slee. You got one for us, Rampage?
What do you got there?
Whose house? Whose house? Rams' house.
Travis and Sliwa, weekdays 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the home of Rams football and LA Sports Talk all day long. 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station has even more live and local. Hit it!
LA Sports Talk.
Start your day with LA's #1 sports morning show, Keyshawn in the Morning. Now with Max Kellerman.
Hit it! Yes, I opened the door for Max to join this show on 710 ESPN.
Keyshawn, J-Will, and Max goes until 10 a.m.
Travis and Sliwa are talking Lakers, Dodgers, and Rams from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Travis and Sliwa gets an extra hour. Now with more live and local LA sports talk every single day.
Then it's Mason and Ireland 1 to 4 p.m. And Sedano and Cap have your afternoon drive until 7.
It's George Sedano. It's Scott Kaplan. Hit it!
The new fall lineup with even more LA sports talk.
Even more LA Sports Talk.
710 ESPN.
Radio Network.
Coors Light, keeping Southern California chill
All season long.
all the highlights, all the numbers. Coach McVay's press conference.
Hi, this is Coach Sean McVay.
The Coors Light postgame show kicks off.
Whose house? Rams house.
This is the Coors Light postgame show, live at Hollywood Park Casino. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Now,
Here's Travis Rogers and
27-20 the Rams for the sixth consecutive time. They do it in overtime today at SoFi Stadium, and to try to put ultimately was not a particularly successful day for the Rams. They did win the division. Arizona loses to Seattle, so the Rams are the NFC West champs for the third time in 5 years under Sean McVay. They will host a playoff game next weekend here at SoFi Stadium against the Arizona Cardinals. We're still waiting to see exactly which day that's going to be, Kirk, but kind of a mixed bag day. Obviously a tough way to lose, blowing a 17-point lead, losing in overtime, a couple of mistakes by your quarterback along the way. But like you said before, at the beginning of the season, you want to win the division. That's something that the Rams did get done today.
Beginning of the season, you said, hey, you want to have a winning record. The Rams clinched that. You want to make the playoffs. The Rams did that. You want to win the division. The Rams did that. I mean, you tell me where's not successful, right? Mm-hmm. There's, what is it? Let me make sure I get this math right. What is it? 16 teams. Right? No.
14 in the playoffs?
No, so 18 teams are at home right now.
Yeah.
They're not making it.
Right.
There's 18 teams in the NFL whose season ended today. The Rams still have everything in front of them. And, oh, by the way, they give a luxury of playing one of those games at home. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's just put it all in perspective that there's a lot, and for us as fans and analysts